friends, and welcome back to another video. First, let me say, because I have some new subscribers, welcome. I am so delighted to have you here. And for everyone that is returning, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. We are continuing this backyard transformation, which I told you is going to be a series pretty much, because I will be working in this backyard probably throughout the entire spring into the summer. But needless to say, let's dive right into it. So as you can see from the last video, remember I couldn't put the zip ties in the center part between these trees because I had seen a frog. Well, you can see my husband was out. He went on ahead and he put the zip ties at the bottom as well as the top. He double checked the area for me. No frogs, okay? So I did get additional bricks from Lowe's when I also went and had got a few more bags of mulch. Now, so if you don't know, I had already had all of these bricks that was here. That is why I decided to utilize what I already have. So those are the bags that those are the bricks I decided to use. So when I went to Lowe's, I only had to purchase, I think, maybe 5 or 6 at the most that I had to purchase. Now, when I purchased some of this mulch, because I went back, the mulch was, I think it was 3 for $10. I think it was 3 for $10. 4 for $10. Don't quote me on that. I just know it wasn't its original price. However, it is currently $2 a bag now, and that sale actually ends in 2 days. It ends, I think, August the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. They also have garden soil that is on sale for $2 a bag also, and that ends on the 8th. But over the weekend, I did go and purchase more bags of mulch, as well as I did purchase some more garden soil. So now I am just going to put the mulch up around the tree, and then once I get the mulch up around the tree to my liking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to the area where the raised garden beds will be. I already have 2 over there, and I'm going to try to clean that area up, okay? And then you'll see hubby come out again in a little bit to get these piles of that I had racked up from that. So I'll let you sit back and watch that, and I'll join back in shortly. Friends, I hope that you had an amazing day on Sunday yesterday. I know I made a post, but I wanted to tell you again, for those that didn't see my post, happy Easter, happy Resurrection Sunday. Now, you can see I have made it over here to this area. Let me tell you, this wind was so disrespectful to it was just driving me insane. Now, I know you already said to yourself, Tabitha, why in the world are you sweeping landscape fabric? Well, for everyone that is new, we had trees that was over here in this area that was behind this fence as well, and those trees got cut down. Not only that, we also had we got this new fence put up. And so with the people, the contractors was here and they was working, the area just had too much debris over here, and that really drove me insane. Now, I can say this. What I didn't know is, but I wanted to utilize what I already had on hand. What I didn't know is that there is landscape fabric that is wider than the width that I have. I think it may be 6 to 8 feet in width. Well, I didn't know that. Excuse me. So I'm new to this gardening, and I'm learning as I'm going along. And so, yeah, I think what I have maybe 3 feet in width. But anyway, do you see this wind? It is trying to take me away. Okay. Well, anyway, I am going to go ahead and get this down because we tried to get much done as possible before the rain had started, because we did have rain that was coming this day, but I wanted to get this debris up before that debris actually got wet again after it had already dried. And I am just using those stakes pins to push in this landscape fabric down. Now, like I said, I didn't know that they actually had the landscape fabric that was wider than that. That is what I really should have used. But I have other raised garden beds that I finally have put all those together and actually tried to come out here. Oh, let me tell you this real quick. Did you see that video knock off to the side? Okay, so what happened is when my husband was moving the trash that he was getting up, he bumped the camera. Well, I didn't know that the camera was turned. And so the whole segment of me over there fighting still with that landscape fabric didn't get recorded, friends. So that was a lot of footage, but I cut all that out. Anyway, so I got the landscape fabric pinned down. What I'm doing now is just raking up the remaining debris that was just left over from hubby moving the 5 piles that I had put out for him to get up. So it's just this pile left. But all that I have to actually do now is in the next video, because I have finally put all of the raised garden beds together, I will be bringing those out. I will be cleaning up behind the back over here with those, whether you see those pots in that Lowe's bucket. I'm going to be removing all that from over there. More landscape fabric is going down. I have finally put my arch, the trellis, together as well. The rest of it I can't put together till I bring it outside. Now, these are a few things that I had got from Lowe's when I went and got some more mulch. And this was actually over a week ago. But anyway, they was not $1.99. They was all actually $1. And so I got those while I was there. They had those marigolds. I mean, they had everything. And so I purchased a few of those that I'm going to put down in my pots that is going to go into the in the pots that's on my little patio, my DIY patio. And if you didn't see that, I will be including that backyard transformation series in the iCards. But these are flowers, and I'm just sitting those in here now until I get a chance to come back out here in the yard. I just didn't want to have them sitting over there in the wind, knock them down. At least into this pot they can sit down in. Now, listen, those are my hostas that actually died on me last year. And those hostas grew back. I just threw them in a pot, completely forgot about them, and they all grew back. So they look really good. I have an area that I'm going to be putting them in, so that way they'll be in much more shade. And so that is in the next upcoming video, and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. So I just want to see what this look like, putting one of those into these cedar blocks, because I'm trying to decide, do I want to have cedar blocks? It's not going to go all the way down. It would only go down maybe 4 more of those cedar blocks until it touches the next raised garden bed. And so I'm going to bring the garden beds out first. And then I'm going to see, do I want to put the cedar blocks there? Because my elephant ears and the hostels, they are not going to be there. I'm just sitting those there temporarily to move them out of my way because I'm trying to clear some things out. Anyway, leave me down in the comment section how you think it look if I had plants that was planted inside of this cedar blocks, friend. Yeah, I thought it would look nice, but I know it looked like I didn't get much done. I say this every time. I don't know why I even say that, because it's a lot to me. But as you can see, the space looks so nice there right now. I have another pile that hubby needs to come out and get up for me. I have cleaned off the garden, the raised garden bed area. And then, yeah, can you see my elephant ears are coming back? Those are going into the ground this year as well. This got cleaned off. That, not the garden soil, that little pile of leaves that I have there, that's fine. I'm going to use that. So that's why I didn't put that over there with the pile of trash. I'm going to dump it over in that raised garden bed. So yes, so the area, it looks clean over there now. I got this area all nice and clean. Until next time, friends, bye.